a record label called Red Republic. Red Republic was run by Madtraxx, and so I was one of the people who helped set it up when we began it.
You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby. And twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby.
You are who you think you are. Yo, lights on. Yo, this is how we do. Naicheki guza wake up call. Welcome to this channel. Leo kwenye show tuko na guest mkubwa, na nikisema mkubwa na mean it, kwa sababu ile kazi ambayo anafanya hapa si kazi kidogo. Kulingana na mambo na branding, print, brand yake inazoza sana, na si mwingine bali ni Mvo toka Pamba. Niaje Mvo?
Blessa, fiti man, ukoaje?
Niko shwari, wewe uko aje?
Asante, niko fiti man.
Nimesema kuna Pamba, kuna tena gani ingine?
So ile kitu mi ilinianzisha is a brand called Bonkers. Bonkers Nairobi has been existing for the past 11 years as a streetwear brand, one of the oldest streetwear brands in the region, in the continent.
In the continent.
And so nimekuwa nikirep for Kenya for a while.
So hapo kwa introduction nimekosa kusema legend.
Bado tuko kwa kazi bado. Hizo titles zinaletanga pressure mingi. Afadhali tu tuchape kazi.
Na jani yako wewe ulianzia wapi? Unajua before ingie kwa brandi, wewe umetoka wapi? Kujua tu kiasi.
So my artistic endeavors began fast as
before artistic sasa.
Further back.
Damn. To a brief.
So I grew up in Ridgeways in Nairobi. I'm a pastor's son, and so the church was a very big part of my upbringing. Went to school here in Kenya. Finally finished high school at my Forces Academy. Kutoka hapo ndo tukaingia design work, studied design, graphic design. Then that's when I decided to pivot into other things. So at the point where I began my artistic endeavors, I first used to be a part of a record label called Red Republic. Red Republic was run by Madtraxx, and so I was one of the people who helped set it up when we began it. So I was a rapper for some time. Did design work for the label as well, and then eventually nika realized that that space wasn't mine. Kulikuwa na marapa wanoma kuniliko kwa hiyo stable, so nikafikiria what else can I create that can be a part of this ecosystem, and so that's when Bonkers came alive. Bonkers started as a jewelry brand, so ulikuwa unaona all brands at that time. Kulikuwa na kaa vazi, kulikuwa na kama Epic Nation. So you would always see someone in any t-shirt, but always wearing the Bonkers chain on top. Then in 2016 is when we got into apparel. Have been doing apparel since then. We phased out the jewelry until early this year is when now I set up a streetwear store. The idea now for me is how do I help a 1-year-old brand sell pieces at an early stage, because I know the struggle that I had to go through to get to this point where Saina is our own duka. It's 11 years. So siwezi taka kuona a young brand go through all those struggles. So we set up Pamba Nairobi. Pamba Nairobi is an African streetwear store. It's located in Lavington, where we are at Ember Creatives. In this store, we have about 10 different made in Kenya streetwear brands. This is from upcycle all the way to Sasa what we make now from scratch, we buy fabric, we cut, tailored into the garments that you see within the store. Um, we stock legendary brands like Jamhuri Wear, which is a 20-year-old Kenyan streetwear brand based in Brooklyn, New York. We also stock a Bonkers Nairobi. We have Karibu Nairobi. We have Nairobi Noise. We have Regalia. We have a bunch of brands within the store. And so we're really trying to position ourselves as the home for African streetwear.
True.
Yeah.
Na
Yeah.
what made you ukasema uta concentrate on only on streetwear
On streetwear.
na si hizi vitu zingine?
Uh, so I think me ile kitu ilini influence ni the music that I listen to. I predominantly grew up listening to hip hop. And so when I was growing up, there's this magazine called the Source magazine that I really used to read. And the images that I used to see there is the streetwear that we wear today. And so by virtue of that, that's where my fashion leaning went towards. It went towards these aesthetics that today we call streetwear. Back then it was being called hip hop wear.
Mm,
Yeah.
true. So in this nene creative, you run a business, ndio?
Yes.
And also you do the creative part.
Yes.
How hard is it to do a business, to run a business and also creativity?
I think the goal
Mm.
or this it's hard first, yeah, to do both. If you're able to delegate as early as possible in your business, you also allow yourself then now to allow your business to grow because you're the person thinking about this business, right? So for instance, if I was the one also selling clothes at the shop, I don't have time to pitch ideas to a corporate. I don't have time to think about bigger ideas beyond where we already have reached. And so it's important to find someone who sees your vision early and delegate. Give someone a job, employ somebody. All of us are waiting for the government to employ each other, but employment doesn't have to start at 50,000,
True.
right? But
True.
it's me, I pay you 10K, you help me somewhere as I look somewhere for more. We
True.
grow that ecosystem. You know what I mean?
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
So what made you to think or to start a business where you can manage all the different designers
Yeah.
na brands ukazi include kwa nini yako, kwa shop yako? Na what is the difference between
Yeah.
Bokas and Pamba?
And Pamba.
Yes.
Well, the reason I did this is because for 10 years I had to build this brand pretty much on my own. Maybe until maybe another 3 years ago or 4 years ago, have there been brands that have mushroomed up for me to say, hey, now niko na support system that like tuko wengi in the game that are doing this thing. And so because of having gone through that struggle, I don't want to see the next person go through that same struggle. So setting up a shop is paying rent, right?
True.
If I'm going to pay rent for this shop, what's the point of me filling it with my clothes only when I can put your clothes there as well? Right?
Mm.
Because kuna kitu si hatupendangi kugrow pamoja.
And true
Eh?
kabisa.
Mi for sure ningechukua hiyo duka
Mm.
na niweke brand yangu peke yangu na hakuna mtu hata angeni judge.
Yes,
Lakini the vision is so much bigger, the pie is so much bigger. Wacha tuanze
okay.
kuishare mapema. Eh.
So
And so you asked another question about the difference between Bonkers and Pamba.